Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. Okay, so you will have seen me dressed like this yesterday. That is because I have done yesterday's videos and today's videos on the same day. I do shower, I do wash, I do change my clothes. I batch record. There we go. So you have come back for another episode of Magazine Monday. Some of you love it, some of you it isn't your thing, and that is a-okay. But as you are aware, I have a whole playlist of Magazine Mondays. If I remember, I will pop that playlist down below. Please check out some of the previous episodes. And along the way, you will discover that quite a while ago, back in the early days of my crocheting journey, I did take out a magazine subscription. I kept them coming, and then it got to a stage where I had loads of magazines. I hadn't really been using them, and I thought that maybe my money could be better spent elsewhere for a while. We all take breaks from subscriptions sometimes, guys. Anyway, back in December, I got the information that the magazine subscription that I used to have had come out with a edition, and it had the Flower Fairy calendar with it. I have started making a fairy, but that one's been put on hold because I cannot wrap my noggin around it. Anyway, I digress. So, because I wanted the flower fairies and because I started the subscription again for 12 months, I now have a new batch of Magazine Mondays. So, there are older versions, and then there is a big gap, and now there are the newer versions. I think I've done 2 of the newer versions so far. We are on to the 3rd, and one of the newer versions I've misplaced and I cannot find, but we're going to crack on. So the subscription that I had was for Simply Crochet magazine, which is a UK publication. Therefore, disclaimer, all of the patterns contained within the magazines are written in UK terms. I live in the UK, always have done, probably always will, but I prefer US terminology. So when I do make things from these magazines at some point in the future, I am going to have to convert just like a lot of you guys. So just be wary of that. You can buy prior issues online, whether it be an electronic version, and you can sometimes source particular patterns that are featured in these magazines from places like Etsy and Ravelry. There are many resources, even if you don't have the physical copy. And you guys across the pond, you are able to get a subscription too in every issue. And I don't normally do this, but we're going to do it today because why not? In every issue they have this advert or a similar one where it says exclusive USA offer, save 69% when you subscribe today. It says save over $10 every issue, because I know that by the time these magazines hit your shelves over there, they are months and months behind, and they are ridiculously expensive. I think up to $15, I have been told by others. So maybe the ebook version of these would be more to your advantage. Sorry, I got distracted. I received a message. I will check that later. Yes, so they are still available to you should you wish. Now, we are on issue 133. Now, sometimes with these issues, you get some freebies, and we are going to spend the first 5 minutes or so looking at these freebies. So in this issue, I'll show you the front cover, issue 100 and, what did I say, 33. We'll look at that in a minute. I received 2 freebies with this one. I got an extra supplement with extra bonus patterns, and I got a little free gift. Now, the free gift is Sewing Up Made Easy yarn darning needles. They are 2.25, 2.75 and 3.25 millimeters, and it says 3 handy sizes. They are the needles that have those clear loops at the end to make weaving in your ends so much easier, and you don't have to fight with threading your yarn through the small little eyes of other darning needles. These are made of plastic, probably not that money's worth, but it's a freebie. We all love a freebie. So there's 3 of these that came with this magazine, and the extra insert is called the Crochet Edits. They send these semi-frequently, and in this issue it's the very best of this season's style. There is a rectangle poncho, a square jumper or sweater, circle vest, and it says shape up, make gorgeous garments using simple geometry. There we go. So there's the rectangle poncho, there's the square jumper, there is the circle vest, and here is some geometric, a cardigan I believe. So you do get bonus patterns inside. Here is the basic rectangle called the right angle with alternating multicoloured stripes that look almost like an optical illusion. This breathtaking poncho by Emma Leith is actually made from 2 large rectangles. So it appears to be a fairly easy pattern to follow. Again, patterns in UK terms, be warned. So you get the pattern for that one. You also get the pattern for this one, which is basic square box of sweets. If you have a soft spot for pastel shades and large granny squares, this is the jumper for you. Fran Morgan's confection coloured creation is a treat to make and wear. There we are, guys. Simple square turned into a jumper or sweater. So you get the pattern for that one also. Basic hexagon, secret shapes. Create a cardigan using simple hexagons with Fran Morgan's clever strategy. If you look closely, you'll see the diagonal seams where the hexagons attach to each other. Now the hexicardis are very popular. I have just had a power cut. Hopefully this doesn't affect the recording of the video. I will have to check this and possibly record. I do apologise. My lights will come on in just a second. There we go. Lots of beeping. I do apologise. There we go. Yeah, lovely. This is the second time in the last half an hour. It is super windy out there today, guys. Anyway, this design that we were talking about. Pretty. Remember, guys, you can change any pattern to your own colour palette to suit your tastes or your wardrobe needs. And this was made in the hexagon style of designing. And what I was saying before the power cut was hexicardis have been super popular recently. So this is another version of that. Okay, basic circle. These have been super popular recently as well. I believe it's the lavender chair that features heavily on other people's channels. Never made one. Haven't made a hexy one either. Around the way, round and round and round you go. Once you stop, you'll be wearing Jess Bennett's stylish waistcoat, which I realise there is a typo. Created entirely from a simple circular design. Just add a button. And there it is, guys. Cute. And another picture of it there, so you get the pattern for that one also. And that concludes the bonus patterns that you get in Crochet Edits and my little freebie. Okay, so just going to take a sip of my drink and we're going to dive into the magazine. I really hope that these power cuts stop so it doesn't affect it. I am filming this on Saturday and I have a live tonight which already would have been, or maybe a disaster. We shall find out. Okay, so Simply Crochet issue 133. Be happy. Love it. Totes amazing. Cute bag design. Cute. Discover inclusive amigurumi. Ooh. Mini motif magic with quick makes. 6 stash busting accessories to hook. Giant dragons, on trend supersized plushies. Obviously 30 brand new patterns. And what does that writing say? Super simple beginner make. This one here featured on the front cover. And then we have some bits and bobs. It says creative living, sorry. Gorgeous designs to inspire you, including a checked cardie, luxury hat and mitts, animal blankets and more. So, let's dive in, shall we? So we get the double page spread of some of the patterns featured within. My goodness gracious. So there is the striped poncho from the front page. Here are some of those quick makes. There's a collar, there's a bag, there's some gloves, and there's a belt. There is this zip up sweater here. There is the hook to hook, and when we get to that stage, guys, I normally ask you which design you prefer or you would choose to make out of the two, so we will get to that shortly. There is also a hat pattern here, or hat and cowl, excuse me. There are mats and coasters. My lighting is awful today, I do apologise. Look at that gorgeous rainbow scarf. And we have this here, which are two cushions, but together they make a kind of rainbow. Gorgeous. There is a throw or blanket. There are some more gloves, a tote bag, amigurumi. Lots to delve into this time. Okay, now there are adverts throughout. I do not showcase the adverts because they may not be relevant. Okay, let's get doing this. Now, I do tell you the layout of the magazine, so there are articles here of interest. Love the fact that they have taken this, what I believe is a Shepier's, and they made an actual edible cake to imitate that. That's the kind of cake I like. I want to be at that party. And look, tea too. Yum. They are showcasing this yarn here. There are other articles as well. There we go. Inspiring books. And I do know a couple of them are still available to get. So they featured Retro Crochet, Sweet Pea Crochet, Pokemon Crochet Volume 2, and Quilt As You Go for scrap lovers. Whoops. So they do pinpoint points of interest that you might have. The weather is awful. Okay, more articles. There we go. And on this page too, there's another 5 fab finds. This is patterns that you might want to check out. Fun fringing gives these cozy projects extra pizzazz. So it's patterns that involve winter fringe. They do tell you about skills and events, but these have all been and gone because these were all dated back in March of this year, so not relevant. We're going to skip over. Let's get to the patterns, right guys? So, Mini Motifs collection. Small wonder. Making pretty statement pieces is easier than you think. Just use simple little motifs like these. So there is a collar. There is a cute little bag. I love that bag. Let's get closer so you can see. Apologies if you can hear my tummy rumbling. I am incredibly hungry right now. There we go. There is a belt. And then up close. There are some gloves. Ooh. Using hexies. Cute, but not my style. Oh, they have taken a fabric shawl and added a crochet trim. Let me zoom back out so you can see. There we go. She's got like a capey shawly thing. And they've put on a crocheted border or trim. And finally, a headband. So you do get the patterns for all of those makes, guys, which is why you're going to hear me flip through several pages. Okay, striped poncho, the one featured on the front cover. Pack-a-Ponch. Keep it simple yet stylish in this easy-to-hook stripy poncho designed by Fran Morgan. And there is a picture of it so you can get the full view. Cute, I quite like that. And then there are pictures of, I don't know, I hate they put it right on the crease, of the arm and the back, and then a closer look at the neckline. Amigurumi peas, cute gift idea. Peas in a pod. These amigurumi peas by Ellie's Craft Boutique are made for cuddling together forever. And I have seen similar pea designs like this, and every time I see them I instantly think of my 3 little boys. And actually I bought ceramic key rings of these pea pods for my mum to symbolise my 3 boys as well. Connor, Liam and Max. May just have to make one of those one day. Okay. There is a view of the back of the pea pod if you are interested. But how cute. I love it. Okay, next is an article, Catherine's Journal from the Studio. Catherine Venner of Crochet Cloudberry has a passion for making crochet blankets and can't wait to share her hooky secrets with you. So it is an article for you to read all about Catherine. I love the fact that there are articles and not just pattern after pattern, because sometimes you need a break with a cuppa and have something interesting to read, right guys? Okay, now it's embellish a shirt. Have a fresh look. Cute cluster stitch trim. String of pearls. Transform a collared shirt in one evening by adding this delicate lace trim designed by Sarah Huntington. For me, a lot of effort for not a lot, but if you like it, go for it. So you get told how you can do that. Off the Grid, Square Up to These Winter Warmers by Hannah Cross. It's a hat and cowl set and colour changing yarn used. Would be nice for fall or winter. And isn't she a gorgeous model? My goodness gracious. Very pretty. So you get the pattern for those as well. Okay, Catch the Sun. Oh, it was a sun, not a rainbow. You know Manfa. Rainbow's on the brain. Light Up the Room with a Pair of Cushions by Jess Bennett. Won't be one that I'm making because that whole sun is made of baubles. No thank you. This looks just like double crochet, but all of these guys are baubles. So not a Manfa make, I don't think. Okay, Mini Squares jacket. Warm fabric and zip front. Square smile. Pat Strong's jacket ticks all the boxes for us. It's sophisticated, it's warm, and it features a snazzy pattern. And I can't make up my mind whether I like it or not. It's a lot of squares to put together. And I don't know about the zip thing. I have done zippered pouches before with not fantastic results. So this one intimidates me slightly. But what a funky idea, guys. And there is a picture of the back. Okay. Another article called Good Read, Not Bad at All. We catch up with Seattle's Britt Garber, founder of the makers of Colour Collective and the designer behind Not Bad Brit, to learn about her creative crochet journey. There is the lady featured. And it continues on to the next page. Dragon's Den, which is a very popular television program over here. Don't know if you guys are aware. If you can get it on any of your streaming services and you're interested in people trying to sell their business idea to people with lots of money and sometimes hilarious consequences, check it out. Dragon's Den. Anyway, this Dragon's Den. Hook up a massive huggable toy that looks straight out of a storybook by Carol Hladick. Sorry if I've said her name wrong, and it's extra large make. I believe they might have used something similar to a blanket yarn for this. I have never worked with blanket yarn, and I have no need for a massive stuffed dragon in my life, but some of you may. So this may be right up your alley, and that is why I share these magazines, guys, because not everything is going to suit everyone, but everything will suit someone, right? Okay, the favourite segment, Hook to Hook, Animal Throws. We challenge 2 designers to come up with a fab design, each using the same yarn. Which is your favourite? Oh, and by the way, some of our yarny friends on these YouTube streets are doing their own version of Hook to Hook next year. I can't wait. Super excited. Check out Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and my YT mama, Lady Jan from An Alaskan Crafter Jan. And also this time they did a practice run, including Setter from Setter's Place. So now that I've mentioned all of them, I will link them down in the description box. But check out their plans, and they did a live reveal of what they made, and it was fan-bloody-tastic. And I don't mind giving them a shout out, because it was this segment that inspired Lala to do their own version of Hook to Hook. Amazing. But this is Hook to Hook. So you have got Sylvia, oh my goodness, Tusarova. I think that's an owl. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's a pussycat. I think it's an owl. I'm not sure. And Katie Mitchell. Look at all those putty cats. Which would be the one that you would choose to make? Because you do get the pattern for both. For me, it's gotta be the pussycats. So Katie wins for me this time. Let me know down in the comments which one you prefer. Let me know. It's always fun. So you do get the pattern for those. Okay, next is Spring Forward. Enjoy the last of winter in these adorable mitts by Emma Leith. And it says apparently that they're quick to hook. We all like quick makes from time to time, and they are cute. I may just have to do those. We shall see. Here is a picture of the palms. There we go. Okay, another article. Good read. Mirror image. Who better to represent me than me? 3 black crochet doll makers speak to us about the importance and impact of creating diverse and inclusive dolls. How bloody marvellous. Good for you, ladies. And aren't those dolls super cute? And there are a couple of the ladies there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, and the third lady is on the next page there. Fabulous. And I think when I click off camera, I might just have to read that article. Okay, Dolly Mixture. Give your decor a sugar rush with Kelly Wilson Moore's Throw. There it is, guys. Again, joining squares, but simple squares to do. Embroidered handbag, which is what we call our purse here, guys. Combine 2 crafts. Peak performance. Celebrate National Embroidery Month by adding a little something extra to Anna Nikopirowitz's handbag. Now, Anna Nikopirowitz is one of the designers that I feature in Tile of the Week. But this is a tote bag where you crochet the simple part of the bag and then you embroider over the top. Pretty cute. I like it. Oh, and look, she's got all fancy and lined it and everything, guys. I've never lined a bag. Don't have a sewing machine. And I know you can do it without a sewing machine, but scary effort. Ooh. Okay, Pastel Perfect. If you follow the rainbow, you'll find this soft scarf by Kelly Wilson Moore at its end. Try a new technique, it says. Oops. It is beautimous. I'm thinking it's Tunisian crochet. Let me check. No, it's normal crochet. But it says, with its densely packed stitches and pretty combinations of pastel shades, this cozy make is a true candy-coloured fantasy. And how to add fringing. Okay, another article, the Dye Lot. Castle View Yarns. Meet an indie dyer and indulge in a design with their skeins. Indie dyer. Gotta say, eye-catching. Beautimous. There we go. Don't know where she's based, but castleviewyarns.com. Check it out. And using Castle View Yarns, they've given you a pattern to use your Castle View Yarns. Pride of Place mat. Create a coordinated look for your table with this matching set of placemats and coasters by Becca Parker. Cute, and that is the Castleview yarns that they used. So it's Castleview Yarns Sock in Blueberry Pie. Very, very British. Love it. So you get the patterns for those. Okay, yarn reviews, and they're looking at baby yarns in this issue. Get ready for little one's arrival with these cute and cozy, cost-effective yarns. Now, they have superimposed the faces on this motif because you do get a free motif in this yarn review section, and it is a teddy bear face motif. They did not stitch on those faces. They superimposed them, but it gives you an idea of what faces you can put on that bear motif. And I will leave you looking at those while I tell you what yarns they reviewed. They reviewed Paintbox Chenille, World of Wool Wollaby, don't know. West Yorkshire Spinners Bo Peep, Rico Baby Cotton Soft DK, Viking Garn Merino, and Signet Pure Baby DK. They've chosen shades of blue, and they give you your thoughts on these. Okay, show us yours. This is the segment in this issue where readers and buyers of the magazine have made makes from past magazine issues. So they send them in to showcase them, which is always fun. And again, on this page, and there is always a survey. And this survey, they asked, where do you keep your hooks when not crocheting? 8% left on the side, 17% who knows, 33% stuck in my latest project, 42% in my hook case. Now I fall into the in my hook case and stuck in my latest project category because I have hooks in project bags, and I do have cases and boxes and stands for my hooks as well. Where do you keep your hooks? Let me know. Okay, Crochet Unraveled with Becky Skews. How can I fix gaps after turning chains? Interesting. So she shows you how to do that. Remember, it will be in UK terminology. In the next issue, we will be looking at embroidered crochet collection, tank top and scarf, Amy Duckling, houndstooth clutch and cowl, postage stamp blanket, loose fit granny square cardie, oval motif bag, textured poof and more. And there are freebies next time, and I have those freebies to show you with the next edition. So look forward to that one. You then, at the back of every issue, get the Crochet Essentials, where they teach you everything from holding your hook and your yarn, the basic stitches, and some of the basic techniques you are going to need, because if you are a brand new crocheter, you need to know this information, and it's in every single issue. Remember though, they will be teaching you UK terminology, and it continues. There are written instructions and pictures, which is nice. And as always, they give you the abbreviations used in this issue's patterns, crochet hook conversions, which hook do I use with which weight of yarn. This is the super important part for me, to convert from UK terminology to US. So for example, a US treble is a UK double treble. You can see where you could get into trouble, guys. Then it's charts and diagrams, which I cannot linger on for too long. And then at the end, Nature's Home, a fave follow. 6 reasons to follow Chris Norrington of chris.made.this and her soft and colourful homages to garden blooms. Now, Chris does have books with these flower motif patterns, and one of our lovelies again here on the YT Streets, my beautiful Crafty Moo Sarah, because I've mentioned her, I will link her in the description, is currently doing #Moo's Flower Power Cal, and she did feature some of these lovelies from Chris Norrington. So check out Moo. Moo loves this lady. This lady's in my magazine. And there we go. So the 3 ladies that I have mentioned in today's video, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, who is Laura or Lala or Mad Mimi or Egg Beggar. There's probably a couple more that I'm forgetting. Then there's an Alaskan Crafter Jan, who is my YouTube mama or Lady Jan, and my beautiful crafty Moo that I just mentioned. I will put their links in the description box. Please do go and check them out. Chuck some yarn in their window, which means subscribe. Watch some of their awesome video content from beginning to end, and leave your thumbie and a comment if you shall wish. It's all free and it helps us out greatly. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of Magazine Monday, including freebie supplement and gift. Just to say, guys, Simply Crochet don't know that I do these reviews of this magazine, so I am not sponsored or affiliated in any way. I should have said that at the beginning, but I forgot because my name's Manfa and I'm not a professional. Anyway, guys, I have taken up enough of your time today. Thank you for coming and spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. Please do stay tuned on the channel, though, because there is daily content. So make sure you keep clicking back and checking out what I've been up to. I have no idea what tomorrow's video is going to be yet, so it's going to be a surprise for me too. And I will see you then. Until then, though, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. And I hope all of this recorded and that the power cut didn't stop it. We shall see. Love you guys.